Chamberlain.
Welcome to New York City and the Antoinette Perry Awards, bestowed by the American Theater Wing for excellence in the Broadway theater and presented by the League of New York Theaters and Producers. This is that special night of the year when Broadway salutes its own. From the 57 productions that have opened on Broadway this season, the experts of the Tony Nominating Committee have selected the nominees. The secret ballots have been voted on by 618 qualified industry voters, and the results tabulated by the accounting firm of Lutz & Carr. Tonight we'll find out who the winners are. We'll see excerpts from many of Broadway's current hits, and we'll celebrate the wonderful people who light up the Great White Way.
They may name awards for every Oscar, Dick, or Harry. Nevertheless, the Tony is not the same, because although it has a masculine name, it was named after a dame whose name was Antoinette Perry.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world.
There is nothing you can name that is anything like a dame. Nothing acts like a dame, or attracts like a dame.
Everybody can live for a dame.
Colleagues are here for a dame.
Give up the throne for a dame.
Give up the phone for a dame. Rip off can for a dame. Right Peter Pan for a dame. Like we took a chauvinist vote. The vote was Oscar Hammerstein wrote. Broadway for
Thank you and good evening. The song, of course, was from the 1950 Tony Award-winning South Pacific. And 31 years ago, everyone sang it with impunity. Nowadays, most people would probably hesitate before referring to women as dames. And tonight we propose to deal a little bit with that. We'd like to focus on that 50% of the population who've helped to make the Broadway theater the exciting and legendary Great White Way. And the contribution of women to all its aspects. And we have a particularly felicitous guide for this evening's dramatic and musical tour. She made her Broadway debut in Fair Game, and in the years since has become as sought after in films as she is in the theater. Nominated 5 times for the Academy Award, in 1975 she had the double honor of winning not only the Oscar for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, but the Tony as well, for same time next year. And for my money, her performance in Revelation was one of the most luminous and beautiful performances ever given. Ladies and gentlemen, Ellen Burstyn. The American musical, naturally enough, had its roots in European forms, because when the first settlers arrived here, they brought with them memories of musical entertainments they'd seen at home. The first musical theater presentation of record in the colonies was Flora, presented in 1735 in Charleston, South Carolina. The form changed through the years, and finally came the minstrel show, the first really indigenous American theatrical musical form, which eventually led to vaudeville and then musical comedy. Probably the most famous American composer to write for the minstrel show was Stephen Foster. And so with him and Peter Nero at the piano, we'd like to begin our tribute to the American women who have been, well, to the women who have been immortalized in the American musical. I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I sigh for Jeannie with the light brown hair, floating like a zephyr on the soft summer air.
Sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline.
bird on a beam in the air. She goes, there she goes.
If you knew Susie like I know Susie, oh, 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 what a girl. There's none so classy as this fair lassie. Oh, oh, holy moly, what a chassis. Irene, a little bit of salt and sweetness. Irene, a dainty rare completeness. Mannerism, magnetism, eyes of youth inviting. Second-hand rose, she's wearing second-hand clothes. That's why they call her Oh, Rita, no one sweeter, Rita, when you are near. Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there is and you know her, show it to me. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, thrumming on the old man's Evelina, won't you ever take the shine to that moon? Evelina, don't you There once was a girl named Jenny, whose virtues were varied and many, excepting that she was inclined always to make up her mind. Your mother know you're out, Cecilia. Does she know that I'm about to steal you? Once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy. I love Louisa, Louisa loves me. We went on the merry-go-round, I kissed Louisa. Once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy. Bloody Mary is the girl I love. Bloody Mary is the girl I love. Bloody Mary is the girl I love. Now, always in love with Amy. Never, never.
Tonys are awarded in 18 clearly defined categories. But on rare occasions, a performance comes along that is so unique it can't be judged by any of the existing standards, and a special award is given. That's happened this season. One woman is appearing on a stage and recreating some of her life and music and urging us all, as she is doing, to stride boldly into the future with our hearts wide open. Words can't begin to conjure up for you the excitement and beauty and theatrical magic of this woman and her music. The Tony Awards Nominations Administration Committee has voted a special award to the dazzling Lena Horne.
We'd just like to remind you that wherever we go, whatever we do, we're gonna go through it together.
No matter how far, as sure as a star, we're gonna be